Hello and welcome. My name is Andrew Green, and I am so pleased to have you come along on tonight's hypnotic journey. This evening, I will be guiding you to a secret palace of light. Within its gleaming walls, you will connect with many of the sublime feelings of peace, gratitude, love, and joy that already exist within you. It is rather fascinating to consider that as humans, we are all chasing a feeling state. Most of what you do is out of an attempt to feel a certain way. Everything from the foods that you eat, the people you associate with, the dreams and passions that you pursue, even your hobbies and interests, they are all rallied around your attempt to feel certain ways. Remarkably, in hypnotic and meditative states, there are several feel-good chemicals that are spontaneously released in the body, such as serotonin, DHEA, GABA, endorphins, growth hormone, and melatonin. The profound effect that meditative states have on you, your hormones, and overall mood, health, and well-being alone are worthy of praise. But tonight we are going to take it a step further. In natural, altered states of consciousness, you can find within yourself all of the good feelings you've been looking for, regardless of what is happening on the outside world. For example, when you express gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the two crucial neurotransmitters responsible for helping you to feel happy and calm. Research shows that compassion directed towards others, or even ourselves, may be a powerful trigger for the release of oxytocin, also known as the cuddle hormone. On the contrary, when we hold a grudge, we activate the body's stress response and release the chemicals adrenaline and cortisol. Not only do we influence the chemical state of our bodies by our environment, sleep habits, and food intake, but also through our thoughts and feelings. This is empowering news for anyone who wants to feel good more often. Happiness really is an inside job, and when we look too much to a certain person, place, or thing to give us good feelings, really what we are doing is outsourcing our happiness. As you embark on this journey, I'd encourage you to open your mind to the possibility that all of the good feelings that you've been looking for on the outside world already live within you, and they are just waiting for your discovery. If you are ready to do just that, go ahead and close your eyelids down. Make sure your head is comfortably situated. Relax your shoulders. Soften your jaw. And just breathe deeply and slowly. Expanding your diaphragm. Allow it to relax and fall. Continue these deep, slow breaths which begins to slow the gears of your mind. Now roll your eyes open, looking up towards the sky. Fixate all of your attention upon a single spot. Focus on that spot and breathe these very slow yet deep breaths. On each and every exhalation, feel your eyelids growing heavy. Keep staring upward, focused upon that single spot. Allow your eyelids to begin to grow heavier as you breathe, slowly tugging on you. Feel your eyelids asking you to close them. Keep breathing slowly, staring upon that single spot. And on every exhalation, your eyelids are now growing heavier and heavier. Continue breathing this way until your eyelids close down completely. Turn within, and you might just find a certain sensation of relaxation somewhere in your body. If you locate it, assign it a color that represents comfort and relaxation. Breathe into that relaxed area. Notice which color you have chosen. And allow the light to flow to it. Spread it and expand it. Breathing in softly and ever so gently. Move that color of relaxation throughout your body. Moving it up to the very top of your head. Breathing softly and ever so gently. Move that color of relaxation down to the tips of your toes. From arm to arm, pinky to pinky, and from skin down to bone. Next, feel that warm expanding from your very core, your very center. Like an effulgent light is slowly emerging from the depths of your magnificent being. Feel it shining out from the pores of your skin, out from your eyes, through your closed eyelids, and beyond, out from the very center of energy that is within you. As the room brightens, the walls seem to dissolve, and you find yourself standing on top of an ancient stone staircase within the Amazon rainforest. To be admitted full entry into the forest, tonight's inner journey requires that you take 10 steps down, leading you closer to the forest floor. As you look around, you notice that the dense forest is flourishing and vibrant. Start to settle yourself into this inner world of imagination with ease as you look down upon this primordial stone staircase. You can imagine seeing a line of wear from the footsteps of many travelers who have taken this journey before you. As I count from 10 to 0, you're going to begin your immersion into this tropical world. Keeping in mind that my words are just words until you take them on and make them real for you. Starting with 10. Step down upon that ancient stone step and go deeper. Begin your journey of turning within, connecting with your body like a hand sliding into a glove, bringing your awareness into your physical form so that you can really sense and feel what lies ahead of you. Nine. Stepping down, down, and down. 8. Just letting go. Simply letting go. 7. Really taking this time for yourself to see what's available for you in the form of newly awakened inner feelings. 6. Relaxing even more and even more. 5. Going down and down, just letting go. Feel that humid rainforest air mixed with the slight chill of a cool mist from a nearby waterfall that falls upon your skin, reminding you that everything is fine and that you can really take this time for yourself. 4. Stepping down as the intoxicating fragrance of tropical flowers fills your nostrils, carrying you deeper and deeper. just letting go. Two, stepping down and relaxing even more. One, taking a slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, go twice as deep with 0. Step down upon that forest floor and look around and see the dense canopy of trees overhead. As your gaze lowers, you look across the way to see the friendly face of the native healer that you've hired to venture with you through the Amazon rainforest. You've specifically found someone who's very well versed with exploring this area of the Amazon. Your guide has assured you that he can offer you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity exploring a hidden pyramid that is not accessible to foreigners. The promise of discovering something new is very tempting and just what you've been looking for as you're on a quest of personal self-discovery. Your guide goes by the name Paulo. He has dark, wavy hair and skin, and wears cargo shorts and a tattered plaid button-up shirt. He smiles often and carries a zest for life that is hard to come by. Oddly, he feels like a long-lost friend, and you find it very easy to trust his guidance. As he waits for you beside the river, he proudly displays his boat. You are amused by the quality of craftsmanship. The wood appears hand-carved in places with such attention to detail. This fascinates you as he dresses so modestly. Paulo informs you that this boat is his criancina, or baby, as it would be said in English. You climb aboard the small vessel as the evening light grows soft and stifled by the overbearing jungle. In his broken English, he simply states that the destination is one that will change your life. Slightly skeptical at such a bold statement, you choose to take him at his word and thank him for the opportunity. In his respectful demeanor, he nods and steps to the helm of the boat as you simply rest back. Although his arms are strong and full of youthful vigor, you offer to help paddle, but he declines your kind offer and encourages you to recline back upon the variety of comfortable blankets and pillows that have been prepared specifically for this excursion. Without hesitation, he burrows the walnut brown oar into the side of the riverbank and casts the boat off as if he has done so 1,000 times. You begin to glide, following the rolling current of the moss-green water. That sweet feeling of gliding over the water brings to the surface reminiscent, childlike feelings of being untethered, adventurous, and open to explore the beautiful unknown. As the evening light continues to fade, the mysteries of the tropical forest begin to unfold before your eyes. Tamarin monkeys swing from the trees, and with dusk setting in quickly, they appear to be growing more active, like restless children looking to use up all of their energy before being forced to bed by the darkening night sky. Your guide lights a torch, which draws in a variety of fireflies. You lie upon your back and look up to see a full moon, strikingly clear, carving its way through the dense overhang of trees and vine. You hear the gentle thump of steady, rhythmic drums off in the distance. The fireflies overhead seem to sprinkle their magic like forest pixies, flitting about and entrancing your mind by their soft glow and mesmerizing flight patterns. You smell the sweet scent of tropical fruit, and Paulo informs you in his broken English that in the Amazon there are over 2,000 species of fruit, which astonishingly is about 10 times the amount of fruit that is available for consumption back home. He navigates the boat closer to the bank and reaches out and plucks a reddish, orangish fruit that you have never seen before, just slightly larger than a plum. He extends it out to you and says, "You'll like." You initially hesitate, but he encourages you. Choosing to trust your guide, you bite through the silky pill and into the soft flesh and are overcome by the fruit's sweet nectar that bursts with flavor in your mouth. Paulo smiles unashamedly and laughs as if saying, "I knew you would love it." You grin and savor the rest of the exotic fruit as the boat continues to caress the waters, journeying further and deeper into the jungle. The rhythmic call of the drums seems to grow louder now. For some reason, your heart surges in joyful anticipation. Thump, thump, thump. What does Paulo mean about this trip being life-changing? Surely it is magical. Perhaps he is playing it up a little bit you think in the quiet of your mind. Just then, the light of 2 torches suddenly appear that shine upon the face of an indigenous stone pyramid. Drifting closer, you observe that the river enters the base of the pyramid. Within the sizable base of stone is a large open-air tunnel. Many of the fireflies that were following your boat now move eagerly towards the torches that are situated on either side of the tunnel opening. The fireflies illuminate the river like the lights of an airport runway. As you get closer and closer, you look up at the stone architecture. It's magnificent, you excitedly expressed to Apollo. "Oh, Sim," he softly replies. You decide to lie back upon the pillows to fully take it in. Much like how a fireworks show is that much more enjoyable when you are kicked back, reclining in full awe and appreciation of the mystical enchantment that is on display. This temple, Paulo reminds you, is a secret known only to the locals. How did I get so lucky, you think to yourself. Your boat glides to the large opening of the tunnel. The sense of adventure within you grows brighter with every passing moment. The fireflies, very attracted to the torchlight, seem to fearlessly enter the tunnel alongside the boat, casting light upon your entry. To your surprise, the river begins to flow slightly downward. The boat picks up in speed as your guide's calming voice echoes off the sides of the tunnel within the pyramid. A sense of childlike wonder pours through your body. Moving through the tunnel, a wider opening appears. A soft glow emerges, and your boat spills out into a blue lagoon deep within the earth. The lagoon must be at least 50 feet high and close to the length of a football field, much longer than it is wide. Towards the end of the lagoon, you see another tunnel ahead of you. You drift quickly through the lagoon, with all the momentum created from that downward turn through the pyramid. You begin to feel like you are on a ride at Disneyland, but this is the real deal. The boat moves through the lagoon and into another tunnel without much navigational effort from the guide at all. The current knows exactly where it is taking you. the end of the tunnel, you see a soft green, ambient light. As I count from 1 to 3, you will move towards that soft light. When I get to 3, you will have emerged from the tunnel and out into another world. One, moving closer and closer. 2, feeling that magnetic pull of that light, moving even closer. And 3, move directly out and into an entirely new world, deep within the earth. This world is flowing with unusual colors. Peculiar enough, you look up to find that you are not able to see a ceiling of any sort. There is a much more spacious feeling here than that of the Amazon jungle. The landscape also has more variety to it than the tropical forest above. You begin to wonder where the source of light is coming from that allows you to look upon this scene of unfolding mountains and hills, wise old jungle trees, ferns, and vines. Everything that you look upon appears surreal, as if conjured up by someone's vivid imagination. The water seems to flow in the direction of purple-hued mountains. In front of the mountains, light grows as you approach closer. Emerging from around a bend in the river, your eyes open fully to a palace brimming with light. You witness as the light cascades from the palace, casting light rays that pulse into everything that this light touches. The mountains, forested valley, and the sky. Even the plants and river, as if they are all drinking deeply from the life-giving light of the palace. In complete amazement, you sense that the glowing structure emits not only light, but a tranquility that falls upon you, especially as you move closer. A very palpable, warm, and inviting charm draws you in closer. The more you draw near, the more that peace envelops you. You're highly aware that there are marvels all around you, but you simply cannot seem to let your eyes wander from this glorious structure and all of its beauty. Moving even closer, the river broadens and proudly boasts the reflection of the palace. Its radiance sparkling upon the river before you. The boat glides under its pillars and docks before a grand staircase which leads to a dignified entryway. Your jaw lowers in complete wonder at the simple yet intricate detail of the palace itself. You place your hand upon its walls and feel the vibrant life force contained within. Paulo, beaming with satisfaction, in his best English, speaks softly, saying, "The palace has much to show you about yourself." He steps back and urges you on, as if anything else that he says at this point would only detract from your experience. Without waver, you proceed by yourself up the grand staircase to the stately doors that stand like sentinels awaiting your arrival. Just as you move close enough, the doors swing wide open, and you are immediately greeted by the light of the first room. Upon entry, you quickly notice that this room is full of vibrant frequencies that brighten your every thought. You think, what a remarkable place this is, and that thought form immediately expands, grows, and becomes filled with light. Like a bubble when they first form, they start out small until you fill them with air, and then it expands. The same goes for every thought in this room. Whatever the thought is, it expands, and you become filled with a deep sense of appreciation. You quickly find the more you play along, the better this works. You think a thought of appreciation for your guide Paulo, and sure enough, that very thought expands, and you are filled with this overwhelming sense of gratitude. You decide to have some fun with this. You think of the delicious fruit you had on the river, and sure enough, gratitude for its sweet, satisfying nectar glows within you as you immediately relive that very experience. Who knew something so simple could create so many good feelings? With each thought brightening, sincere appreciation floods your being. You feel lighter and lighter, happier and happier. Another thought arises. A very simple thought. The thought that all of life is precious. Sure enough, with this thought, a most welcome sense of joy washes over you. As you look around, images begin to slowly appear on the walls, and you see the faces of those that you have loved throughout your life. Here are the images of loved ones. Glance upon their faces, one by one, and think aloud. Thank you for being a part of my life's journey. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the opportunities of growth. Thank you for the resistance that you have provided my life so that I could learn how to rise above. Thank you for all of it. As you look around, seeing the faces of friends and loved ones, you recognize they each have their own individual struggles. Maybe a few of the faces that have appeared are of people who have it very, very hard in life. Can you feel compassion for them? Will you attempt to deepen your level of understanding? Take a moment. Surely, there is room to try to empathize and understand them deeper. And by releasing your judgments of them, any judgments at all, you open your heart of compassion. You get to see them differently, much more gently. Look upon them from that space of warmth and notice how they, one by one, appear brighter. What you place your focus on expands when you shift your attention in life towards gratitude. You train the brain to continue to look for things in which you are grateful. The brain finds those things, and in return, more things that you can appreciate tend to enter your life. It's a lovely cycle, and your life will begin to look quite different from the world that you have known as you make space for more gratitude. Breathe in all of the good feelings of gratitude, compassion, and adventure. Like you are welcoming in more and more of all of these good things. Now imagine that you are sending a powerful wave out into the Crystal Palace. Your high frequencies become magnified by the palace as a wave ripples out beyond this inner world out through the Amazon, beyond the earth, and out into the furthest reaches of the universe, like you are declaring, yes, this is what I want. This is who I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am loving gratitude. I am compassion. I am joy. And imagine that powerful wave ricochets and comes back upon you with even greater strength. Welcome it back in and just let go into all of the good feelings within you. Feel yourself now spontaneously moving towards a new set of stairs that lead to the next room. Take those 3 steps up as I count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, and 3. Stepping up and through an archway into the next room, which is like a large sphere, and you are overcome by the most satisfying, even humbling sense of stillness and tranquility. Enter fully and allow sweet serenity to gather in around you. In the silence, wisdom makes itself known. Like the glow of a candle within your own mind. You feel invited to come and sit and meditate in the middle of the room where there lies a single round meditation pillow. You sit down in the very center of the room, the walls of the palace shimmering with white light and soft pastels of pink, powder blue, and an opal green as you reverently sit, as if to honor the stillness that is becoming you. You relax the muscles of your eyelids and the muscles around and behind your eyes. Doing this, your learning helps to quiet the mind. Let your eyes rise into the third eye space. And as you breathe in and up, softly and without strain, welcome in the slightest euphoric feelings that concentration upon your breath brings. Hold your attention upon that single inward and upward place of focus. Breathing in and breathing out. Your thoughts are vanishing, and the still sweetness within you almost brings tears to your eyes. If every human being on the planet could have a minute of such stillness, everything would change, you think to yourself. Yet, you let go of even those thoughts. And if any thoughts do arise within this space, you can just let them arise and let them fall. Like clouds that come and go, they seem to arise out of nowhere, and they seem to just disappear. No need to attach to any of those clouds of thought right now. In this moment, you sit as the one who witnesses. Like all of the peace you have been looking for has been there all along, just within you. And as you are enjoying this mental reset upon the meditation pillow, you notice these iridescent waves moving through the crystalline floor, gathering under you. Streams of color moving from the walls towards the very center of the floor, like the room is a plasma ball, and you are the electrode in the center, gathering electrical energy, then emitting it out in all directions from the very center of your heart. With this much peace, you feel one with the room and can imagine easily now that the room begins to float and lift and rise, weightless and free, floating, lifting, and rising up through the crystal palace to the next level of heightened awareness. The realm of boundless love. The room that holds you in a space of absolute comfort. From your windows, you can see planets, stars, and galaxies. This is the room that draws upon all of the high frequencies of the prior rooms that have lifted you into this feeling of cosmic expanse. Allow yourself now to rest here, the most pure and vast expanse. Let go of all thinking of what this is. Right now, attached only to the allure of getting a deep and restful sleep. This is your chamber, your room, where the good feelings of the Amazon River journey, the pyramids, the magic of the inner world, and the Crystal Palace all come together. The feelings of gratitude, love, compassion, peace, and adventure all play their part in helping you to drop into a warm, comforting night's sleep. Just go ahead now. Turn within as my voice fades and give yourself that healing peace that you are so ready for.